Hiya crafty folks, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to make a rainbow pet sympathy card. Now I have an older stencil from A Colorful Life Designs. It's called Triangle Fade. It's I don't even remember what year it came out, but it's a great one, along with thousands of other amazing stencils in the shop. And I have my critter book. Now here is a photo of the finished card that I'm going to make for you today. I actually didn't end up using the critter book. Initially I was thinking that I wanted to use a cute little stamped doggo, so I'm flipping through to see, but the particular dog that I had in mind for the particular card that I was making, I didn't have anything similar, so I ultimately ended up deciding to go with another old stencil in the shop at A Colorful Life Designs. So I ended up using, I think it's called a Rainbow Pets, to stencil that image. Here's the card here. You can see you get the positive and negative space, which I absolutely love because you can just temporarily tack down the masking portion if you want and ink blend around it. Now I have a few sets of stamps on hand from various different companies, Scrapbook, My Favorite Things. If any of this is still available, I will link it in the video description box below, but I find that having Pet Sympathy stamps is super important. You don't ever want to have to make these cards, but it's good to have what you need on hand when you do need to make them. Now I'm wanting to go with a subtle rainbow here, so I'm relying on my blending brushes from the 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗍 designs because they kind of hang on to ink forever, it seems like, and it's a nice soft sort of application that goes down. It's not as vibrant and dark as what you'll see I'm able to do with my 𝗷𝗵𝗃𝗍 blending brushes. I just wanted kind of a soft rainbow. Now I'm using the dog here, and I'm using the actual clear packaging with the stamps on it to kind of determine my layout, just to make sure that I do the stenciling in the correct spot. So I'm going to put this dog down, and I'm just going to mask around it with some mint tape. Initially I was trying to use this blackjack ink with my 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗍 Designs blending brush, but I feel that it doesn't lay down ink as much or as heavily as my 𝗷𝗵𝗃𝗍 blending brushes. So after about 3 seconds of this, I grabbed my other blending brushes and came back in. I don't know if it's the proximity of my hand to the paper and getting kind of better license on it and being able to press more, or if it just kind of grabs the ink differently on the bristles. But I use both pretty equally, just depending on whether I want more of subtle ink blending or more saturation. So I'll link all of that in the video description box below. I don't know if the 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗍 design still has those specific brushes or not, but I would say those are comparable to the ones that you probably already have in your stash. Now I'm using that same black, the Blackjack, I believe, from Catherine Pooler. I'm going to stamp it a few times with my 𝗵𝗲 just to make sure it's nice and even stamping. But I wanted it to match the same color ink as the blending on the kind of silhouette of the dog. And it says, gone from your side, but not your heart, or something like that. And I thought that was a really nice heartfelt sentiment. And I do actually grab another one to use on the inside of the card as well. So I'm just going to grab that, and I'm setting it up to stamp. But you'll see in a moment I decided I wanted to continue on some of the rainbow stenciling. So once I get this kind of set up, I'm actually going to come back in real quick and do some very light ink blending through the stencil. So that's a really easy way to continue the design onto the inside of the card. I don't always do it, but I do feel in a lot of instances it just kind of adds that little extra something to the card, and it doesn't really take much effort. You can see I hadn't even cleaned off the stencil yet. So I just did the 3 main colors just in the center and kind of very light-handed because I knew I wanted to write obviously in that area to the recipient. But I'm just coming in now with that stamping on the inside of the card. Sorry, I didn't turn the 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗍 around even. I'm kind of stamping at an angle, but I'm going to clean that off, and then I'm going to do my custom stamp on the back. This is from another small woman no business. It's called 𝗄𝗵𝗁 Lynn Originals, and I do have her website linked as well. Now this is a fun little trick. If you don't want to do another matting layer, but you want to kind of add a little something, a little color and a little separation of your sentiment, just dip the edges in your ink pad. I feel like it does so much, and it really isn't a lot of effort. So this is a 1mm thick, I think 1/2 inch maybe, from scrapbook.com. I'm really loving the 1mm thick because it gives it a little pop of dimension, but isn't going to make anything too bulky for post. So I put that down underneath the stencil dog, and then I'm going to use this I think it's Crystal Iris Aurora Borealis or something like that. There's over 130 colors to choose from of this amazing card bling. I use it on almost every card that I make. So be sure to check out all the amazing colors in the shop as well. You can also use my coupon AmyFan10 for that and save 10% on your complete order. So there is my simple, colorful, and heartfelt pet sympathy card. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.